Okay.
Buongiorno, my loves. I'm here this morning with fabulous co-leader, Elizabeth, Miss Elizabeth.
Good morning.
So this morning we have been sitting on some steps chatting with each other, which is quite the Roman tradition. I love it. And we've been talking about a lot of stuff. And one of the things we've been talking about is listening and listening to each other, which is sort of what I've been talking about this week in the videos.
That's right.
So yesterday we talked about kind of listening without really listening. It was like when we're chatting with somebody, but there are other things that are going through our head and we're like, oh, I need to go get my groceries and that kind of stuff. So that is just recognizing that happens to all of us, and when it happens, just being like, oh, look, there I am, and going into level 2 listening. So level 2 listening is what we're talking about today.
Yes. It's like when you are thinking of, where am I going tomorrow? And oh dear, what time is it? And oh gee, she's still talking. Well, what am I going to say next to her and get out of here? I've got to get out of here.
Yes. Beautiful. I love that. So that's level 1 listening. Level 2 listening is when we sort of refocus our laser beam on what the other person is saying. And it's like the things that are dripping out of their mouth are gold and diamonds, because they actually are. And listening to them and having this really, I like to think of it as like a laser beam of focus on another person. And I make that eye contact, and I really focus all of my attention on that other person and whatever it is that they're saying, and enter in that kind of fascinating conversation.
All right. No, that's good.
One of the things that I have learned so much from traveling around the world and living in a lot of different countries where they speak different languages is this level 2 listening, because they speak different languages and now they speak them with a mask over their face, and it's really hard for me to understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And so I really have to really focus in on that person and really pay attention to what they're saying so that I can hear what they're doing. And it's a great skill set to have with each other as we're having discourse and kind of discovering new stuff with each other. So Miss Elizabeth has taught me a lot. And one of the things that she has taught me, she doesn't know this, she doesn't believe this. One of the things that she's taught me so much is this gift of fun. She's definitely a really fun person to be around all the time. And also, she's an author. She wrote a book how long ago? You wrote, Lindsay, 20 years ago?
Easily.
And you wrote, when did you write Felicia?
Well, it was published in 2005.
Yeah.
So that was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she is still working on those books and on expanding that.
Yeah.
And she's working with the different clubs and groups here in Rome. And I look at her and I am like, there's no part of me that's ever going to say it's too late for me to do what I want to do in life.
Well, I was told, it was over 20 years ago when I wrote it's not my first book, it's my first book that was published,
Yeah.
all right? I was told that I was too old. And that was 20 years ago, and I'm still around. So I've decided to do something about those books because I care about them. They're like my babies,
Yeah.
And the other ones that have never been published, well, maybe I'll get around to them. Maybe I'll live to be 90. And by the way, I learned that by Googling it, Grandma Moses started painting when she was like 80 plus years old.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. And she became Grandma Moses, so maybe I'll become Grandma's, well, I can't become a grandmother now, but...
Yeah. Godmother. You're the godmother. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is one of the great gifts that we get when we really participate in that level 2 listening, right? It's this gift of love and sharing with each other and relationship and learning from each other and getting all the gifts from each other.
Yeah.
So today is a beautiful day for perhaps going and sitting on some steps with some people that you love, or maybe some new people in your life, and just really practicing that level 2 listening. Maybe we'll learn some fabulous new things. All right, have a beautiful day.
Another.
Yes, another beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.